Hello, and welcome back to the channel. See here for the Jersey Quest, which I said was coming up next. And see here we're throwing it way back to NHL 2004, and we were playing as the Buffalo Sabres in this Jersey Quest franchise mode. So this is kind of the introduction video. So I just went over the team. So we just go over the player focus and refreshing the rules and all that good stuff. But yeah, so we're doing the Buffalo Sabres. If you go to, I guess, any coaching options here, we'll be able to see our lines and stuff. Yeah, here we go. Edit lines. Where are you at? There's Danny Briere. There he is. So yeah, our player of focus here is Miroslav Satan. So yeah, he was an Islander for like a couple 3 years in the like post lockout, and kind of we're going here probably for like one of the most famous. I'm probably one of the most famous like player jersey combos of all time. Is we're going for Miroslav Satan in the Buffalo Sabres goat head jerseys. We're going for the black one. So like the black, the sweet logo and the black and red colors and all that stuff is probably one of the most iconic like player jersey combos in the history of the league. In my opinion, it's a really sweet combo, and because Satan was an Islander for a few years, we're going kind of one. It's a kind of player that fits my collection, like my collection goals and focus and stuff is ex-Islanders and stuff like that. Yes, we're going Miroslav on the goat head, and unfortunately, just because like this season he wasn't actually, but he was I think second on the Sabres in scoring. But like the three preceding years when they start like so basically the 4 years they wore the Coho black goat head, which would have been in 2001, 2001, 01, 02, 02, 03, and 03, 04, which is what this season. He was their leading scorer for 3 out of those 4 years. He was their leading scorer in the first 3 years, then he was second behind Danny Briere in this season. So I was like, all right, this is the perfect like obviously those other games don't really have like the true like kind of dynasty mode franchise mode experience. Like this was like the game that really kind of made franchise mode what it is today. So we're kind of that's why we're going with the NHL 2004 also because it's all backwards compatible in the 360 and all that good stuff. But yes, we're going Satan on the goat head in NHL 04 because he was the Sabres leading scorer for the prior seasons, and he's their second leading scorer this year. It's also just like iconic player jersey combo, as I said. So yeah, that's what we're going for. So again, kind of the rules and stuff. This first season, I'm going to try and mimic the Sabres kind of results as closely as possible. Which, if I go slide down here, we're at the Sabre. Oof. The 2003-2004 season was not a great one for the Sabres. They missed the playoffs for the third year in a row. They had made the playoffs in 2000, 2001, got knocked out by ex-Islander Darius Kasparaitis and the Penguins in like Game 7 of the second round that year. And then they missed the playoffs, obviously, these next 3 seasons, 02, 01, 02, 02, 03, and 03, 04. So the first season could be a bit rough one. So we're probably going to miss the playoffs because, again, first season I tried to mimic the results as closely as possible. So the Sabres went 37, 34, 7, and 4 because remember the ties were still a thing because this is before the lockout. So we're going to try basically hit that 37 wins with the Sabres and kind of try bang as many goals and points as we can with Miroslav Satan and yeah, kind of see how it goes, whatnot. So yeah, it's how it has been. Like if we make the playoffs, yeah, all the kind of those next seasons we'll start playing games against teams we lost to in the playoffs, like our rivals and all that good stuff, and make moves and whatnot to try and get the Buffalo Sabres a Stanley Cup here. Miroslav Satan hoisting that bad boy up over his head. So yeah, that's kind of I think pretty much it for Central View because this is like the origin of the franchise mode, like dynasty mode, franchise mode kind of experience. But there's like much to go off because like the modern age rate of like the kind of line chemistry and all the other kind of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of Miroslav is going to be player focus here, and kind of the next episode will be the recap to this 2003-2004 season. We'll see. Hopefully, we can win the Stanley Cup before I think his contract expires. I don't know because the lockout makes things confusing. Is out like because he obviously I said he was an Islander. There's like a couple years after the lockout, so I don't know if his contract expires after this season, 03, 04, or if it like technically expired like during the lockout missed season or whatever, the lockout season. Because obviously like there was no play at all in 0405. So I don't know like if he's a 2 year deal left or 1 year left in his deal, but we'll see. So the next episode will be the end of the first season. Hopefully we can kind of end up making the playoffs and stuff and see how far we can go, but unlikely we're going to because we're at the Sabres like we're bottom of their division that year. So Yeah, hopefully it can. But yeah, this is a cool intro video. I'm hyped about this one. This is a sick player jersey combo. All like an elite. That's probably one of the most famous ones. Like, in my opinion, it's a sick combo. So yeah, hopefully we can kind of win the cup and get this sick jersey combo. It's be like awesome to have a Satan goat head jersey. But yeah, thank you for watching this intro video, and hopefully check out next episode, which will be that, as I said, that 2003-2004 season recap as well. Thank you.